Hakuna Matata, my country people are throwing a big salute for us today. You feel call me Michael, call me Congo, some man. You see, we always come for camp every 1 o'clock for bringing a big story for making una know to happen for inside the country. We go chakara una tori even take una go to that side for you and for hear about what the spokesman Mr. Stefan go chakara tell Cameroon government concerning this Anglophone crisis. That even though come to don return for that side for northwest and southwest, but even though for that side for Kumbu this morning time they carry one of these boys the way they die for that side for Kumbu for go bury them now for the way Kitu and two they don't come on they do for the back they look at it so they don't want to make they do it to me they see any flag where they take and so put her onto the boy he come for that second control. We'll show you prepare the email for showing how the thing takes happen for inside this country. They will talk about accident for Avenue de Noon for that side for Kongsamba. Tango say no man no sleep till like ruler for that side for Nord. We give for talk about how Papa Nkukuma and Mama Shangtu they don't buy plenty back rice, give chop. They will come back. I think say me they go get for more than 900 per water. He don't drag them for that side for that logo. They share away water. Don't send them out of their own house for that side. Rene Emmanuel Sadi now he takes side go coordinator for better way for that side for North. So go Takara to retake side to go for that side. Small young girl Leslie. They kidnapped him last week. At last, his mama, he don't hold for answer to his skin, he don't cool. Even though na serious glad heart. When my uncle, his master, his brother takes time so kidnap the own picking so the accident so first time they give 10 million. From 10 million, it go up to 12 million. Now the chakra today, they don't catch a boy lock and they give catching go for nyas. The person where can kidnap you for school, you don't take side, slide like an okra. Una look out. Tell teacher say look out my pikin. If one come and not see my pikin, una know so go take side finish and for court to control so go check around all that story for better way. Countryman, 30 days. Even though Kito and the leap population the rest for that side for Northwest, Palava antenna they work at Brobo television district for that side. Even though Mr. Joseph Sovedum Banadrum for that side go check out with Tori for that side for Kumbu na for SJ Palamze and so go check out Tori tell whether this so now how them to they take side for receive this news so way police they don't do work and mad people and so people they don't even know they don't even talk again or about Palava human right for inside this country people. If you call me Michael, call me Congo Sama. As I come back, we go enter for that Tori proper. Thank you plenty, Master Roland. As anything takes happen for inside this country. So we'll chakara to the phone and today we'll first start for talk about even though Cam it don't return for that side for northwest and southwest. But Kitu they never completely come out going for Moyoka, Kitu they see the Boya, Limbe, they see the motor they don't became one motor they don't became secure inside town. So some people became open that small business for Sika say me hungry, no take side. So cash people for that side. But we'll take when I go for that side for UN where UN Secretary Mr. Stefan when our UN Secretary the spokesman for that side make it chakara with to remove we news where he don't send about Cameroon government city. So may they take style, stop all things where it takes happen for Norway and Southwest and may they do serious proper investigations. So for come out with this better terrorist control. More first take when I go for that side for UN for yet way they talk about this Palava Anglophone crisis.
As you will have seen yesterday, we issued a statement on Cameroon in which the Secretary General said he remained deeply concerned about the situation in Cameroon and strongly condemns the acts of violence reported in the southwest and northwest region of the country on October 1st, including reported loss of life. He calls on Cameroonian authorities to investigate these incidents and urges political leaders on both sides to appeal to their followers to refrain from any further acts of violence and to unequivocally condemn all actions that undermine the peace, stability, and unity of the country. The Secretary General takes note of the calls by authorities for dialogue and encourages representatives of the Anglophone community to seize the opportunity in their quest for solutions to the community's grievance within the framework of the Cameroonian Constitution. He reiterates support for the UN, for the United Nations for such efforts through the UN Regional Office to Central Africa. Yes, sir.
I want to ask on the brutal killings in Cameroon, English-speaking Cameroon. Eyewitness reports say that the authorities have entered homes and brutally killed up to 100 people. Of course, that's eyewitness reports on the ground. what is the role of the UN? Like, is not this the time for a special rapporteur to come around rather than the cause for dialogue?
Well, obviously, you know, the issue of special rapporteurs is one that the Secretary General, that's outside of the authority of the Secretary General. I think we've had a number of diplomatic contacts at various levels with the Cameroonian authorities. We've expressed our concern at the ongoing situation, especially at the violence.
Now, so the thing takes to happen for that side where they talk to somebody, they do proper investigation, because now, so even Tori for know how many people they don't take side sleep like ruler. No man of it, but go for that side for Kumbu, ask Mr. Joseph Banadra, make it tell we, waiting. They fit talk for palava the way they give casting for nyas to put them enter for the house, destroy their television them, open for the house, put tear gas, molest for them. So Chakara shoot someone for food way even there for inside the house quietly, they not even there for street. Wait till they fit talk for this kind of trouble it takes out of for inside our country.
From recent happenings, I think I'm so discouraged, because you would see what happened in Kumbo in the past 2 days, in the past few days. The destructions and the harassment and the deaths, because we have had so many deaths in Kumbo, is very, very frustrating and disappointing for an elected official whom we are, that at every moment some people must die, and particularly in Kumbo. Coming from Kumbo, I feel very, very uneasy and very awkward that Kumbo is the testing ground at times and as usual and at every time for whatever thing is being tested, to the extent of people being killed. I went out this morning to the various quarters which were affected, and the level of destruction, televisions broken down, doors broken down, vehicles shattered, windscreens and so on, and the level of violence, the level of irresponsibility for those who have done it is unacceptable. We cannot live in a modern society and we see forces of law and order behaving the way I saw in Kumbo this morning. Everywhere in the world, there are demonstrations and there are agitations. It should not always be accompanied by violence, because we know violence begets violence. And when we start this spiral of violence, there is no end to it. And I think we should refrain from this wanton and irresponsible, needless violence. No, it's difficult to say that we should redress, or the SDF can redress, because the person who can redress is the person who has executive powers. It's the President of the Republic who has the possibility to redress the situation. But asking what the SDF is doing about the crisis, has done about the crisis, I think it is very, very clear that people should really be informed of what we have done. At the beginning of this crisis, which we all followed, the SDF was very, very clear that it is a human right, it is a professional right, it is a trade union right, that any members of the trade union can ask for their right and demonstrate and seek to redress what they think is not right in their profession. That was the case with the teachers. It was the case with the lawyers. And we said we stood with them and fought with them. You would remember that we came to Bamenda at the beginning of the crisis after the first shootings and so on, met the governor, insisted on the governor that we should learn to do things the right way, not always having to shoot down and kill people. And after discussions with the governor, he, for the first time in Cameroon, sent forces that accompanied us as elected people to demonstrate in town, march to Commercial Avenue where we held our conference, and showed our support for those people, our citizens who were fighting for their rights. From there, we went to Buea and engaged in the same exercise. From there, we had discussions in Parliament, whereby SDF parliamentarians have always talked in favor of the people and so on. And from there, we have had position statements as parliamentarians. We in the National Assembly have had 5 position statements.
Now, so the thing takes to happen for that side for Kumbu, where all man really talks now. Whose side is people they go now? What it really takes to happen after thing will happen for number 1 day for that side for October for Sunday. It still continue for Monday. So they enter again for inside this one so for Tuesday. Because we will show you the story for see how we will get the image for that side for that young boy. One of the boys where they kill it. They want to go bury one of the dead body today. Even though Kitu today for that side proper one, but we will surely come back with a story too plenty. Now chapter for internet too. We don't allow blocker for say image to. You know, they come for can reach for we for better. We will continue now to come for that side for Northwest this time around. We will take una bring up for National Road number 5 for talk about Palava accident. What happen? Now Avenue the noon way come up for Fumban. He come for this side for Douala. He do it. He jam with some small motor for us to they go even touch pole for any year for that side population to say where Latin go into the motor jack food for up to say if for the jack food for up but tango say so people they will be there inside this bus where they come up Fumban. They carry them rush to go to for Wasapita. For this bus, for this 18-seater bus for Avenue the Noon, then a woman too they drive the motorway, he just come on, enter road, you know, look whether motorway they come, they can out the speed, or they walk at a 9 passenger then step for that side, they take that to say so, like how the party takes a check out to say the driver said, you know, they run past 100 kilometers per hour, now this other small matoa, we come for that side for Carrefour Fair, from Konsamba, now way he come out. Enter for road for weekend way he not even control road fine. Now he make the driver hold brakes one time he no be free control because the motor to be there for small speed. Now he can jab now the small motor all the for that side the tumble side but thank God so no man is not allowed to do it solo a birth certificate control that takes a year the thing happen for this chapter for accident for that side from Konsamba. More concerning Chakara na tori for talk about Palava accident to talk about this other one for that side for Bona prison for Douala away now. This antenna that they put up for attach for we can get better signal there for see how the Chakara to for better way for Bona prison here. Now antenna they don't begin do it the fall jangle with time with small breeze and small rain in the fall. Who they go blame am? Rolando. Press button me compare take koro I chop Christmas so I see how so put a fair year boom. Then when that antenna come off on top a tie, it fall for down. It falls up now on top motor them. Nobody said they be first attended so sometimes another 3 billion. You say for that type of Bonaprizo, a ties they grow for Bonaprizo like say this so na Kokobia could they grow. Every day you want they don't broke the old house, they don't begin put na a tie. Any man want be na a tie, any man want be na had that house a tie and I want the Baba one. So now where this man na owner for the motor he come on the country we can think that with the fair year sometimes na some another house on the collapse because Paraba house for collapse for Douala you don't just be for the like normal thing so they be shocked now for one come on they say na antenna they the four the antenna they put and forget better signal them for on top house so they talk so the one na really wonderful and terrible kind thing small breeze way one fall and way for that side for Bonaprizo too na so rain too where the fall people them say the fish don't quiet because it enter people house road they don't get cut away all man they turn to here. Doctor Free Today. Now you be a guy for Douala here. Rolando, come over that side for the Palawa. I be more for Bonaprizo. Bring we image for inside Bonaprizo. Arrest for sir. Arrest for Bonaprizo. But with that Bonaprizo, better send a man the same abada. Better a man the panda. Because you see that small on Jaso. They want a Bonaprizo so. But it is swim na swim. You want go? I be Bonaprizo. I stay for Bonaprizo. Who can Bonaprizo? Bonaprizo don't turn on and play put them swim for water, put them Okada they can't fall inside hold them because pot hold the next side. Where every time Dr. Flint don't say they get all materials where they feel the take sideways and when you pass with your motor enter power, see like the woman so you don't can go down because Okada don't can fall inside hole. And that's why they make the cause traffic for inside town. Oh man say how Bonaprizo go there when in a valley? Rain dey fall, road water no get place for takes time go because Bonaprizo like say one and on top small. So when rain fall, water so for get easy road. They don't be how them take and blow. Even one power Okada play Brazil or boy they need talk that one again. They didn't talk them again at all for chapter for this kind of thing where they talk to this one and really the shame for inside Douala so on the Palava gutters way they block water not even get root so for take start so worker for better when I say how population for that side they really complain say so me Dr. Flint don't try to do for open and gutter people they cry because they can't enter that motor into you know if it takes so for pass for that side and I see how population too. It takes side so cry for a chapter for this one would say so water for inside Douala you don't talk like saying a man with the for Marika even that they say for inside V It means that Douala don't get vegan. It means they only vegan and Bonanjo. And administrative quarter and play where they need to stay for that side. Eh? They play in the only office, bureau, office, the next one, they want only office palava. Now the only quarter way they feel the respect and small like for inside Douala Bona prison. It don't turn me the wrong way. What are they take side? Now what are they lead? Now what are they give laws? So this time if you come out there, they can't tell you if you come out. Yes. But the prison they have, it's fine. Okay. Rolando. More come for that side, take we go to that side for North. We meet our Bakare, governor of that side, Rene Emmanuel Sadi, Oga Minister, he go meet up, he come for that side for chapter 40. Down water for Logon and Shari way, he chakara people the house, he destroy church, destroy more than 900 people them. Where he drive them so for them, they take us to come for the house. Now anyway, Papa Popo and Mama Shantu, they don't say any idea. If play for sleep no day, if bad how many at least gave him the one for take side with he chop for that side where they don't send plenty chop, plenty material, and send plenty kakos. So me they go take certain share and because if they go Oga governor if they work go see how the water don't destroy because water them that play that small water the park they don't know which side water come up plenty we don't can drive plenty not one day like in a flat na flat area so water come na drive plenty people na where they come out can show so me we can say na true say they don't send which with the kako then na population to come out the next small people say they welcome am see bags of rice sugar oil Oga say no you don't can do your own work where they don't say make and make sure say me population they receive the chop them so for better for outside for north so we chapter for flood the way the worry people and so for inside this country we come out the nakuna tori for that side Masarolan we come for that side for north come back for this side for littoral for talk to you yesterday after yesterday I be bring una email for showing about some young girl Leslie 4 years old picking with the kidnapping for this side for Daido where is the gang kidnapping from school mommy papa una look at una picking the now. The woman now so they already have shown now they cry. Now so they drink a whiskey, tea there for us all. I say they drink whiskey, tea there for us all. Now anyway, news be circulated in Peking, they don't kidnap a Peking, but he must have been the worker, they do investigation for back way. Now he brother, he don't do it, he can't kidnap Peking. Yeah, and some person then they ask 10 million. Same they send 10 million. Now so they check out to lately they for us for your own way they don't see for their compound for their family compound for that side where they don't take side go hide for that side but now the brother way if he takes side to do this but they don't catch in that lock and I message the way be send and say if you don't send 10 million no say they already for border you don't ever see a picking again if you don't send the money then after you come for 10 million go for 12 million thank God so so kitu into the take side do their own small technique they have pull hard for you so control be tell and say kidnappers don't enter Cameroon kidnappers so una look out. Especially you will get small change for you. When you say small change, they will ask you 2, 3, 4, 5 million. You go remember say, "Kai, they picking don't chop me 4, 5 million, 10 million." If I don't give, you know, say I don't ever see my picking again. So alas now they don't alas take the picking even $1. But man where he can coordinate this arrangement for somebody kidnap that picking for school, you don't take side with it. Slide like an uncle enter Songo Beki to don't say you know go. Order for your back. Because time where something don't touch the authority, you know, say that man so that part of the work capital time so where even that be a beer for it again, became judge people. Now where they say any idea they go make all things serious so may they catch it for say me they bring it back, make it to enter for Kuningi. But if you enter with small children for you, we go come out. Now continue. We continue now gonna tell you so for talk about this other one so for talk about today na big day. You know say big day for papa then day, big day for mommy then day. Today na big day for dogs them. It means any man will get dog today. If you ever give your dog na bone, make sure say you put small bit for the give. Today na big day for dog. If you need to ever give whiskey, say me your dog drink, make sure you give small tomorrow. Make it drink because today na big day because time when any big day Christmas, New Year, when they shag no, when I leave dog them to me they enjoy their life. So now what I see about 1 week today go around the organize various kind of campaigns. Say me the begin took small injection for dog danyas, took for say this so me no begin work against for people. So today na our own day. After we put it on work and serve aside. And Masalan, bring us an email for that for Nanga Iboko we put it on go that they go took small injection for that dog so that today when any dog wants to celebrate their own big day, and to that day where if you buy special chop you give for your dog, you mean take side, do your own celebration. So take your dog, make you go visit your own friend dog. Yes. And they know themselves. Talk, discuss about their own issues and for about 3 days. Big day, because their own big day, no? No, that's something that they enjoy their own big day. They for sell like they cook chop, no, cook your best chop, drink some more mimo, no, go visit your come, you know. So today when I make sure me another dog go visit another dog because today they their own big day for inside this country, but for all sides for Cameroon, people they struggle for choke their dog and not bad, even though for nowhere and southwest, no campaign for Palava dog saying they can't vaccinate dog, they not to take steps to happen for that side, but due to the Anglophone crisis, but for this side for West Cameroon, think they take steps to happen for better we should control. But we'll continue now on story for talk about where today na big day for dog them, today na choose to another big day for palava natural disaster thing where it happen when the natural way mountain just stand it became collapse so water just stand it bought like the one way it happened for that side for north where it became destroy the house and move tree the chakara farm them so like the one way happen for that side for a soata for manfe the one happen to for that side for chang now natural disaster even the one way road and to don't cut for that side for banjun baba for that side for babaju for talk about all these ones. So today too na their own big day. Let's go figure the image for us time gonna the big day. Today na big day for natural disasters. Means say if you begin your mommy way be die like people they die for like news. If you take sides, so remember them today. We get person way like I want they die for us for Chang will house collapse. If you take sides, so remember them. You go for their grave. You salute and say well papa when I work and find today na big day where they celebrate natural disaster. Means say any day na get big day. It remains someone say me pen to go get on big day. Roland, yeah on big day na when no? Eh? Okay, we go find you big day for pidgin news. We put them. So I may get to we'll get to big day for pidgin news. How for take sides off for celebrate and because any day now again on big day. When something happen, when they put big day. When water enter your house, they put big day for water. You don't enter house. Big day for natural disaster. Now today so we to dog them too. They celebrate their own big day. Yes. So when I so close for dog, wear dog your dog the best clothes. Make sure when I don't want to hear that thing. Any idea, countryman. More control the Nakuna Tori come for us so take side this time around for talk about this other one we'll talk about yesterday. I bring one of that big ship where they carry more than 800,000 liters of petrol so where they catch for inside country we don't remember about 120,000 liters for inside for that side. Now when government too don't send experts any idea that one that money way Cameroon government they lost plenty in capsule for chapter which is illegal fuel where they sell and back even though some people complain say now because the fuel is dear plenty. Now when they go find back road for Mexico they take time their own business. Even they don't turn in a chop of police, commissaire, commandant, routier them. Because it is common for that side for Chico, Limbe, Idi now takes time to enter circulate common for Bakasi work outside by side for inside this country and then they sell up. You go for all Benz game park, you will see now petrol and then they say and chief step past petrol station. Somebody turn confused. Even though na people dey for that royal areas them way petrol station no dey na them the turn became glad for can say first time people they will go buy petrol for that side for petrol station for 600 they can sell for them for 650 700 now instead the reason say na cheap say 500 you get petrol even gas say all that ones will talk about it now when they send their own experts say but they can check now petrol where it is so na 511 na it's kind of best quality but who say it come on it's kind of Cameroon petrol or na Nigeria onu or na who can neighbor onu no matter if you talk am but when they work and on the inside water it means you come with your small ship they do it they pump your own for that side you carry and you go you come even the one thing and go do business they pump you carry and go do your business them they don't know how you go take that seller but they say so they work as sell illegal now they don't catch the ship bring over that side for Douala Port they send fish and they can taste that so that they feel option and for population but that option in this room now that can no no nothing we go for the say you feel buy for 400 500 no now them know how they will take time manage and say this so make a small to enter from government cover if not corruption to where they go cut them for that side before you want this for government cover you don't remember now then injury for inside now in that the day for that for taste and we see where this one are the one for better call to own na find one but they say no all the one if they find but I still don't know who side this petrol so take size to come up before one enter for inside this country where there is no sell them illegally so called people. Now the small today I take side gather for another today control no anything happen for inside the country. You if you call me Michael, call me Congo man countryman. I don't tell you and say no shaking no day. When something takes side, the happen inside a village, inside a quarter. Anything you say, I may vex you. Film and send a for that number. Send a many idea, go up, come rain, come sun. We go more take side here. We'll use small mago way for sure. Make control. Take side no trade happen for inside this country. If not, I go come back, sorted for tomorrow again with another story.